Hello, I'm Doug Jones at Mortgage Magic. I'm a mortgage lender, and I think I'm a pretty good mortgage lender, and I'll tell you why. And I have three traits, three skills that I think every mortgage lender should have. One, I'm pretty good at math. Two, I'm good at federal taxes. And three, I'm good at problem solving. Now, math is kind of funny for me because I was sitting in the Ontario, Canada airport one time and reading this math book, big old complex math book. And a fellow sits down next to me and he goes, "Are you a mathematician or a statistician?" And I said, "Neither one, I'm a magician." So I do math magic for show sometimes, and I can befuddle engineers and PhDs and all kinds of people. So I'm pretty good at math. And we really only have to be good to a certain level, but I'm good enough. Federal taxes. You know, my father-in-law was an enrolled agent. I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax preparer, but he was an enrolled agent, and for years I worked with him, and I did take that H&R tax course, H&R block, which is one of the most difficult courses personally I ever took in my whole life, but I also stayed at Motel 6. Now, that's a bad joke. If you've seen the TV commercial, people claim all kinds of expertise. They say, "I stayed at Motel 6." So I can say, "I stayed at Motel 6. But I want to show you, and also problem solving. Now, problem solving kind of goes good with, but you've got to have the tools to problem solve. You've got to have the math skills, and you've got to have the tax information. Now, I want to give you a couple examples of loans that have come to me this past week. One, a lady down in Southern California called me, and she's buying a house. She's buying a $1.3 million house, putting $400,000 down. She wants a $900,000 loan. And after 6 weeks, she told me 6 weeks, the loan officer all of a sudden told her, "I can't do the loan." And they couldn't do the loan because the debt ratio needed to be 43, the lower the better, 43, and her debt ratio was 48. Also, he didn't tell her this, but I know this, she needed a full year's reserves, and she didn't have that. Now, where did the loan officer make the mistake? This lady has complex taxes. She has a partnership, she's an attorney, she has an LLP, and then personal taxes. Her income flows from the partnership to the LLP to the personal. Well, the loan agent looked at the partnership, took a clump of income, looked at the LLP, took income, and put them together and basically doubled her income on the loan application. Didn't know how to read the taxes. So it's important that a loan officer knows how to read the taxes. So her debt ratio went from 43 to 48, therefore turned down. Now I had a similar situation with a customer who came to me. They had gone to the bank, big national bank. They gone to the bank and they wanted about $850,000 to cash out to do a project they wanted. And it's a refinance. And the bank turned them down. Said, "No, you can't do the loan," because again, it's a jumbo loan, and again, they require the 12 months reserves. They didn't have that reserves, and they told them they couldn't do the loan. So they walked away. They came to me. And I looked at it and I thought, well, you can do a loan for $679,650 because for that loan you don't need the reserves. And then as soon as we do that loan, we can do an equity line for $170,000. You don't need the reserves there either. So I'm doing the loan. Now, can I save this loan? Maybe, if the customer is willing to do the same thing. If the customer is willing to take a smaller loan that does not require reserves and then an equity line, then maybe. But the point is, tax knowledge is very important. Math is certainly important. And being able to solve a problem is important. So those are three skills I think I have, three skills that every loan officer should have. And you know, I shouldn't say this way, but many of the loan officers at a bank, you walk into the bank, you sit down and talk to them, they're friendly, they take that application, they take those pay stubs, and they turn it into the back office, and they never see that application again, and they don't understand how to do the loan. And I know that because I know a lot of bankers, and my background's banking. They don't know how to do the loan. So a mortgage lender, a mortgage broker has to know how to do the loan from day one and be able to give you good advice and good answers from day one. And that's what I can do. So I'm Doug Jones at Mortgage Magic, and there's my NMLS number. Say that fast, NMLS.